This conference will now be recorded.
Perfect. So last class, if I remember, we were talking about dynamic component. Is that correct? Right? Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So last class, we were looking on dynamic component. What is a dynamic component? Whenever a component is created during a runtime, right? In the fly or during the execution time, whenever we create a component, we call such component as dynamic component. There are two types of dynamic component available. One is dynamic component and another is dynamic components, right? If I remember, in the last class, we were talking about the dynamic component. And today we will see the next piece called as dynamic components, where you can create a multiple component, right? So let me log in, right? Rupam @lt124.com, password CRM1234 hash. So I'm logging into my Salesforce environment. Right, there we go. I click on setup. I click on developer console. Right, so my developer console is coming up. Let's wait. There we go. If you remember, right, whenever you're creating a dynamic component, right, we have how many parameters, right? There are 3 parameters. $A.create component has 3 parameters. First, the lightning component. Second, all the attributes which are used in lightning component. That's the second parameter. And third is a function. In the function, you again has 3 parameters. One, the dynamic component name. Whatever the component that you're trying to create, you give a pseudo name, comma status, comma error message. Status will give you success, error, right? Error message will give you any type of error messages that occurs if the status is in error state, if system is not able to create a dynamic component. This is what we did in the last class. If you remember, in the last class, we also introduced a simple flag. Why? So that there is no leakage. Whenever you create a button, immediately another button is created. Now, once you create that button, I don't want another button to be created dynamically. To stop creation of dynamic component again, we use a simple flag. This is what we use, a flag, where we use it at a component level. You can see, I introduce a flag at a component level, right? Because component level will store the data. So we use a flag which is set to true. And whenever it is true, then only we are going and creating a component, and immediately before creating the component, we are setting the flag to false. And once the component is created, you can see that I'm setting the right. We are setting the flag to false. And once the component is created, we are pushing that component to the v.body. v.body is the location where the component will appear. This is what we did in the last class. A very quick recap. Today, I'm closing all these and I'm showing you how to create a dynamic components. Multiple component, file, new, lightning component, LC underscore 2603 underscore example1 underscore dynamic components components. That's what I'm creating. Dynamic components. I click on submit. I close the description. Here we go. Now, right? Lightning cart. Lightning cart. Title. Title equals to dynamic dynamic components. There's S there. I'll make the S as capital so that you can understand. Now, I need a button. So I will say that lightning button. Right? Whenever you click this button, a set of component will be created, not one, more than one at a time. Earlier, when you click the button, only one is to get created. Now we have to create multiple. So, right, dynamic component label equals to, right, label equals to submit, right, variant equals to brand. So that blue color button will come. On click, I want to call a function. Exclamation C dot call me at the function. Immediately after that, I'm giving a paragraph tag, right? And then I'm giving a bold tag, bold. In the bold, I'm saying your dynamic components will appear below. Will appear below. And then there is a paragraph tag. And there I will give my component to appear. And then I will use exclamation v dot body. Can we use any other keyword? No. Right? Can I change this? No. It has to be always v dot body. Only v dot body. Right? Perfect. My component creation is over. Now I will go with, right, controller. I click on controller. Here we go. The controller. Call me. Here, $A dot create components. I will use create components. $A dot create components. There we go. This is the command we'll use. Here, as usual, we have, right, let's see, 3 parameters, right? But here, the first parameter is clubbed in a braces, in a square braces. The first parameter is clubbed, right, with the second parameter using a braces. Here we go. This will contain 1 and 2. Be careful in the brackets. That's the reason I'm drawing the brackets little, more in clarity here, right? So here is the braces. And then first component, comma, second component, comma, third component, comma, fourth component. See, like this, 4 components. This whole will be sum of first 2 parameter 1, parameter 2, and followed by comma the third parameter, which is a function. The third parameter, which is a function, function. Function. Function has 3 parameters. I'm drawing first the structure. First, I'm drawing the structure. It has 3 parameters. I will say my comps, my comps. I give a name, status, comma, error message. This is the structure of dynamic components. This is the structure of dynamic component. In the fact, this is the structure actually, right? In the fact, this is the structure, right? Multiple components will be the bracket. First component, what is that? I want lightning input. Lightning input. What are the attributes of a lightning input? Label, 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 colon, you give your name or employee name, comma, next, what is that? Label, aura ID, right? AURA, aura ID, aura ID. I'm giving an ID to this field. I will say INP1, input INP1, type, comma, type, type, text, text, over first component. You want second component in this bracket now. Press enter. First, give the component name, lightning, INPUT input, comma, in a curly bracket, label equals to employee date of birth, employee date of birth, comma, type, type, colon, date. Type is what? Date. Next, comma, aura ID is right equals to right INP2, second component over. Third component in the third break bracket. In this, there are two clubbed. Number one, what is a lightning component? Lightning, lightning, right? INPUT input, lightning input, lightning input. What is that? Right? Here, in a right, in a curly bracket, the properties or the attributes label colon. What is that? EMPLOY, employ, right? Employ, favorite color, type, type, color, type, color, aura ID, aura ID, INP, INP3 over third component. Now I come to the fourth component. Everybody is able to understand what I'm doing. First, lightning button, lightning button. I want a button now, right? In a curly bracket, right? In a curly bracket, label, label, colon. I want to hit, right? what button name I will give, right? SUBMIT. Here also I'm giving submit. That's okay, right? Next, what is that? Brand. I want a green button. SUCCES. Success. Next, I see you an icon. Name. Icon name equals to UTILITY utility colon bug, right? Colon, right? Aura ID, Aura ID, colon. I will say BTN1. Next, on click, right? On click, on click. How do you write on click? Component. COMPONENT. Component dot get reference. REFERENCS. Component dot get reference. Reference what? Get reference. C dot, right? C dot submit. That is the reference. See, one lightning button. And where is that C dot submit? A separate function, comma, submit. A separate function. Control C. I paste it here. Sorry. My mouse single click is now making double click. Here we go. Here we go. We will write it later. When you click the button, what should happen? Everybody is able to understand how to create a dynamic components. Yes, sir, or no, sir? Yes, sir. Others able to understand?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Right? A little confusion, but only the brackets, multiple brackets are being used, but otherwise the concept is same. Now, these many components will be created. How many inputs? 3 inputs. Employee name, employee date of birth, employee favorite color. 3 inputs will be created and 1 button. At a time, 4 components will be created dynamically. These components are actually not there in the component. In the component, there is only 1 button. But whenever you click the button, immediately 4 new controls will be created. 3 text plus 1 button. Now it is a time for me to write the function. It is a time for me to write the function. Right? It is a time for me to write the function. If I will first check the status. If status equal to success. If status is equal to success, then what I'm going to do? Var bd body is equals to component dot get. I'm going to first get the body. Where is that? V dot body is that command. The element is called V dot body. That is the attribute that we have on the component, where all the 3 plus 1, 3 text plus 1, right? 3 text plus 1 button has to be created. All the 3 has to be created, right? All the 3 has to be created, right? Perfect. I brought that. Next what? Next, I have to push. But here, I can't push it directly. I can't push it directly. Here, I can't push it directly, right? In this body, I have to push how many? 3 inputs, 1 button. That means I have to use a loop. I have to use a loop, loop. So what is that? mycoms. Okay, mycoms dot. mycoms dot. In this mycom, total there are 4 new elements, 4 new components, 3 inputs plus 1 button in mycoms. mycoms dot for each. mycoms dot for each. This is how you write for each. Inside that, a function. Function. This is how you write a function. Here, the variable, I can give a name, item. Each one of them will be called as item. Here we go. Now I will write the program inside this. What do you want to do? I want to do body, sorry, BD. Here it's BD. BD dot push. In the BD, I want to push. What do you want to push? I want to push the item. Each one of them. This will, for mycom, mycom will contains 4. 3 text, 1 button. 3 text, 1 button. So item will one by one will push to the body. The loop will run. Once the loop is run, now it is a time for me to send it back. It is a time for me to send the BD back to the body. Component dot, right? Set. What to set? V dot body set with BD. Over. This is how the things will come. As of now, I'm just giving a simple alert. Alert. Hi. We'll change it. Don't worry. Hi. Control S. See, I created a dynamic components. Now let me, oh, there is line number 39. There's an error. Line number 39. 39, 39, 39, 39. Line number 39, there was an error.
Not
What was
39,
that?
sir. 34. Brand semicolon success variant, right?
I'm at line number 34. Brand equals to, right? Label equals to submit. Brand colon success. So what is the problem? What is the problem?
It's a
BRAND.
color, right? It's a color, right? Variant. Variant.
Oh, it's a variant, not brand, right? VRAINT, variant. Variant. Sorry, my mistake. Control S. Because brand is a color itself. 30% unexpected token. Variant spelling is wrong. VAINT. Let me save.
Sir, line number 39, sir.
39. What is the variant spelling, by the way? VARINT.
RI.
అంతే కదా?
ANT. RIANT.
VARIANT. Okay, variant.
Sir,
Perfect.
line number 39 also, sir. Semicolon.
39. What we missed there? Line number
Semicolon.
38. 39. 39 దగ్గర semicolon. Yep. Sorry. That shouldn't be semicolon. Right? That should be a comma.
Comma.
Right? Actually, comma కూడా కాదు. ఎందుకు comma? Right? That should be this only without comma because there is no element. ఇంకా కింద element లేదు. ఇంకొక కింద element ఉంటే if there is more element down, then we'd have used a comma.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Right? So there is no more element. See, after every element is over, when the new element is starting, there's a comma. Here, there is no new element. It's closing. So Control S. Perfect. Let's see now. File, new, Lightning application. I copy this, Control C. I say LA. Submit. Now I say extends equals to force SLDS, and I call the component C colon my component, my dynamic components, Control S. Click on preview. If we have not made any further action, as soon as I click this button, right, submit, immediately I should get total 3 plus 1, 3 fields plus 1 button. I click on submit. There we go. See, more than one component got created. Date of birth, you set calendar. You said it's a date, so you got a calendar. You can see here favorite color. You set color, so you got an HTML color palette selection where you can select a color. See, employee name Rupam. As soon as you click on submit, I'll get hi as of now. I want hi Rupam. I want to read. Everybody got it till here? See, multiple components got created at a time. This was actually not there. Idi మన దగ్గర లేదు, but we created it. We just created it automatically in the runtime environment. In the runtime, you have only one button. In the component, మన దగ్గర ఉందే ఒక్క button. Only one button in the runtime. That's it. We don't have any text, any write, nothing. But during the runtime, we created it. How? Using create components, multiple. First element in a bracket, you'll have, right, brick bracket. Inside the brick bracket, each brick bracket will represent component plus attribute, component plus attribute, component plus attribute. All the attribute has to be in the curly bracket, and the component name has to be in the without the curly bracket. You can see all input, then one button and the corresponding information about the button. And then the brick bracket closes, the outer brick bracket, more than one component, multiple components closes. Then we have a function as usual, but here, because there are more than one component, so I'm going by loop. My component for each, I'm writing a function. In that function, one component is called item. I'm saying bd.push the item. Whatever is item is there, push it to the body. This is what we are doing. And finally, we are sending it back to the component. Everybody clear? Everybody clear? Yes, sir. Anybody has any doubts or questions? We are in the advanced classes. You can see that. All these are advanced classes. You have to remember these. We are all in the advanced classes now. Going forward, the programming will be like this only.
Sir.
Yes. Anybody, any question?
Yes, sir. Within the dynamic component, v.body is like submit
keyword.
body or below the submit whatever the
Below here it will come, no? It will come in this v.body. Wherever you put the v.body, all the 3 plus 1, 4 components will be created. This is the location.
Is the body of that button submit button or
I didn't understand. Body of a submit button, what does that mean?
no. Can you please go to the previous, sir?
Yes.
After the submit, your dynamic components will appear below, right, sir?
Correct.
This below that place is the body.
B.body. That's correct. There
Okay.
it will appear.
Okay.
That's exactly what I'm telling you.
Yes.
Your dynamic component will appear in the line number 7, wherever you put it. Wherever you put it. So that's the reason I said your component will appear below. And below, I gave b dot body. You put the b dot body wherever you want b dot body, there it will appear. B dot body is the place where the component will appear. As simple as that.
Okay, sir. Yes. Thank you, sir.
Right? Perfect. Now I click on submit. Immediately system creates 3 components because the v dot body is the place which is below this message. And hence all the 3 plus 1 comes in. 3 input text and 1 button. Now I want to read the data from these components, Rupam. How to read? That is the reason we declared IDs, Aura IDs. How can you read the data that is already entered in a dynamic component? Here I am coming. Var nm name equals to component dot find. Tell me how to read a data by how to read a data with a Aura ID. We did this long back. Now you have to tell me. I will not. There are 2 ways. One with the attribute, another with the right. You can directly read without an attribute in the controller. You can read with an Aura ID. So I want to read it by Aura ID. What is the command?
INP1.
So okay, there we go. INP1 dot what?
Set.
Not set. Get. Why set? We are trying to bring something. Get. Get what? Come on, guys. You cannot forget this all. Get v dot value. Yes or no?
Sir.
Hi plus nm. Hi nm. Control S. This is how we'll read the data. Go and check. Turn your pages. It was there in the 2nd or 3rd class itself. How to get it with the ID? Control S. Refresh. Submit. Name Rupam. Submit. Hi Rupam. See, you are able to read the data. Whatever you entered in the dynamic component, now you are able to read the data. Right? You can write a server set controller and you can save the data. You can write a server set controller and you can save the data. Right? Set params, then callback, set callback, then enqueue action. Right? See, once the data is available, now the data is available in NM. You can write the whole program now. You want the second data, right? His date of birth. Go ahead. Control C. Next, var db date of birth, dob date of birth. What is that? INP2. Hi Rupam. Right? Plus date of birth entered is plus DOD because I took a DOD variable here. So DOD. Right? You want to capture the third value. Control C. Repeat. Favorite color. Favorite color FC. What is the ID? 3. Color has 3. INP3 is a color. So favorite color plus the favorite color entered is plus FC. Control S. Go ahead and refresh. Submit. Name, Rupam. Favorite date of birth, I select something. Color, right? Done. Click submit. See, hi Rupam, date of birth entered is 22/03/23. The favorite color entered is #000, black. See, you are able to capture all the three data that is entered in a dynamic component and you are displaying it. What is the use of this dynamic component? Now let's understand. Dynamic components are used to capture confidential information. For example, right, in e-commerce page, in Flipkart, entering credit card information is a dynamic component. Flipkart doesn't want to store your credit card information. They just, hey, you want to make a payment? Okay. We don't store your credit card information. Enter your name, enter the credit card number, enter the expiry date and the year, enter the CCV number, right? First of all, whenever you click on, right, you select a credit card and you say proceed, it'll create a dynamic component automatically. When you click submit, without saving the data in the Flipkart database, it will submit to the bank website. A bank website will open. In the bank website, you will enter your password and then the OTP, right? And the bank returns back transaction ID with success status and a transaction ID. Immediately, this component will be destroyed. That means all the data that you entered the credit card information on the e-commerce portal will now be destroyed. See? So what happened? All the hackers, people who are trying to hack your credit card number, when they go and see the actual page, in the actual component, there is only one button called submit. There is no fields are visible. This is the page program. If they hack it, they will be able to see it. They'll be able to see body, but they don't know what is inside the body. They don't even know that inside the body, what are the different fields available. This is the use of dynamic components or dynamic component. Whenever we want to use secure, we want to capture a secure data, which we want to use it, but we don't want to store. Credit card information, right? Aadhaar card informations, OTPs, we don't want to store, right? And it's secure. In such case, we use dynamic components in the real-time environment. Example, all the payment gateway credit card informations are stored in dynamic component. All the credit card information that you enter are not stored in any attribute. They are stored only during that transaction. You close the transaction, all the data in that component is lost, killed. That is the use. Rupam, how can I kill this? Now the data is still visible. My use is over. My use is over. I displayed the data, my use is over. After my data is displayed, my use is over. I want to kill this component so that all the data inside the component is killed. Not only I want to make the data null. No, I'm not making the data null. I want to kill this all the 3 + 1, 4 components. First, let me kill manually. Let me kill manually. Right? To do that, I go here. I will introduce one more field. I'll introduce one more field. Where? Below this paragraph tag. I will say lightning button cancel. Variant equals to DSTRUCTIV, destructive. On click, kill me. Call a function called kill me. Control S on the keyboard. Saved. Kill me. Copy. Go to the controller. Create one more function. Kill me. Control C. I created one more function. Here, whenever somebody click the button manually, as of now, we'll do automatically. I'll show you how to do it. That's okay. Manually. Kill me. Kill. Kill me. Right. So what I will do first, whenever you want to kill, var, same thing, nm, component.find. That's it. I don't need anything more. Var nm, component.find. Find where is the component. No get nothing. I don't want to get the value. Naku value avasram ledu. Find the component. Yes, I found it. Then what? You will just say nm.destroy. 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 Destroy. You will call a function called nm.destroy. Next, find date of birth. Find date of birth. Date of birth. After finding, what do you want to do? Yes, I found it. We located it. Then dod.destroy. This is the command. That's it, guys. Third, you want to identify where is the third field called favorite color. Third field, favorite color. After finding what? fc.destroy. All destroy. To kill a dynamic component, we use destroy. fc.destroy. See. Next, oka button kuda undi. Adi kuda sampale. We have to kill that button also. Right? What is that? We have a button. We give the button name called as submit. And ID is btn. So find that. Var button btn button. What is that ID? btn1 is the ID. Find the button. After finding, what do you want to do? btn.destroy. btn.destroy. See, control S. Saving. Let's write saved. Now you go ahead and you refresh this. Now you go ahead. You click on submit. You fill the data. Rupam, CHKRABORTY, date of birth. I enter something. Favorite color. We take red. Done. And I click on submit. Immediately, hi Rupam Chakravarti, date of birth entered is 22/03/14. The favorite color is this. My work is over. Now I want to kill this information. Click on cancel. See, the component gone, the data gone, everything gone. This is how you kill a dynamic component, by using destroy command. You have to find that component. To find the component, you need Aura ID. Uniquely, you have to find the component. So we found the component uniquely. Input 1, input 2, input 3, and then including the button. And then I killed it. Yes. Able to understand? Yes or no?
Yes.
So,
Right.
Sir, is it mandate to destroy the all dynamic components, or we can keep
No
one?
mandate. Why it's mandate? Tell me. If you
Yeah,
want
because
to,
I have a doubt. Like, see, sometimes మనం పేమెంట్ చేసేటప్పుడు క్రెడిట్ కార్డ్ నెంబర్ ఇస్తే నెంబర్ వాళ్ళు సేవ్ పెడతారు. whenever I'll go to Flipkart, this is the credit card that you added already అని చెప్పి నాకు
that is
డిస్ప్లే అవుతుంది.
added. But if there are many websites which doesn't store the credit card information, there are many websites which says that we don't want to store your credit card information, right?
Okay.
Because we want to keep, we want that you should feel that you are safe in our website. You shouldn't come and say that, hey, my credit card information is stored in that website. Tomorrow, if any wrong transaction happens, you can blame me, saying that already my informations are there with you. Maybe you might have misused it. That is the reason there are many, right, who doesn't store the credit card information. There are many websites. And Flipkart, okay, you go to the add card and you add a card, then it stores.
Okay.
But if you say
So,
that, no, I don't want to add a card.
okay. Got it,
So
sir.
if you add a
So,
card, then it's not a dynamic component.
okay. Yeah, sir, got it. So that I'm giving them the right that use the add button. That is separate component again. Yeah.
That is a separate component. That's a separate lightning component, we'll call.
Yes,
I am just
got
saying that the component where, right, we don't store the information. And many website does that, right? Many. Flipkart and Amazon, you leave it, right? I don't remember any examples as of now, but you can go, sorry, MedPlus. They don't store your card information. If you buy a medicine from MedPlus, they don't store. They will say, okay, enter the card number fresh again. Every time you have to enter the card details and proceed. You click IRCTC. Let's take an example of IRCTC. When you book a railway ticket, they never store your card information.
correct, sir.
IRCTC, they don't store. You have to enter credit card, UPI, debit card, bank. You click on credit card, it will say enter the card number, name, everything from the fresh. They don't store your card information. Right?
Yes, sir, got it. And ఇంకొకటి is if I don't destroy the component, by myself or manually or automatically, but the session close అయిపోతే automatically those values
Automatically
should.
give it close. Yes, it will disappear.
Okay,
If the
thank
session
you.
closes, but if the user doesn't close the session, then the data remains on the session.
Okay.
Till the time the page is loaded, the data will be there. As soon as you kill the page, then automatically the components and everything will be killed.
Okay, sir, got it. Thank you.
Right? Now, perfect. I will give you a small and simple homework. Rupam, I don't want this button. Now I'm removing this button. After the message is displayed, I want the components to be killed automatically. Now, earlier I was clicking a button called kill, and the button was killing it. Cancel button is killing. Now I don't have any cancel button. There is a function called kill me, by the way. This function you have to call here. After the message is displayed, here. After the message is displayed, now you have to call kill me. How can I call inside a subme kill me? It's a one-line command with enqueue word. Hint. One line statement. One line statement with enqueue keyword. With enqueue keyword. Okay. 3-4 words ante. After the message is displayed, I want to call kill me, because in the kill me you're killing. The kill me has to be automatically called by subme. Can subme call kill me? Yes. Can subme call kill me? Yes. Can I use this directly? Component.get reference, right? I gave you a hint also. Understood now what I'm trying to explain? So when you click the button, immediately subme will be called. Subme will capture the details and it will display on the screen. As soon as you click OK, immediately kill me has to be called. And system will kill the component automatically. No cancel button also. Able to understand? Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes. So this is a homework for you. Find it and tomorrow you have to tell me. Do a Google research, 1 minute you'll get it. It will not take even a 1 minute also to find the answer. How to call a controller function inside another controller function. Enqueue action. enqueue. With an enqueue keyword, you can call it. Right? Perfect. Rupam, can I call custom component? Till here, it's okay. Now I'm going a little bit more further. Rupam, can I call custom component? Close, close, close. File, open, Lightning resources. For example, we have greater of 3 number. I'm opening this. Open. Application. 1202 class. 1202 class. We have greater number program. Next, Lightning resources. Rupam, can I open, what was that? Account search. Somewhere we made, here it is. Open. Right? Application. I click on preview. You remember that? I search with a keyword A. System will give me in a tiles as well as in a table format. A search. See, I want this component to be dynamically created. I want this component, this both component to be dynamically created. This is a custom component. Can we create a custom component for dynamic? Yes, sir, you can. File, new, Lightning component. LC, example 2, dynamic component underscore custom. Dynamic component underscore custom. LC component, example 2, custom. I press submit. Right here, I will say Lightning card title equals to DYNAMI dynamics CUMPUNENTS components custom. More than one component I'll create. How? By clicking this button. Lightning BUTTON button. Lightning button. Label equals to submit. Variant equals to brand, blue button. On click equals to exclamation C dot, right? Creamy, create me. And then I will say bold tag. Actually, after this, I'll give a paragraph tag. In the bold tag, star, I'll say here, your dynamic custom components will appear below. Your dynamic custom component will appear below. And here I will put v dot body. Wherever you put this v dot body, right? Automatically a component will appear there. Now there we go. Nothing else. One button and one attribute. Now I say creamy. I go to the controller. Once again, I'm showing you second time how to create a dynamic components. This time with a custom. $A dot create COMPONENTS. Command is create components. This is the command. In this, there are 3 parameters. The first parameter is clubbed in a curly bracket. The first parameter is a curly bracket, and then followed by the function. Followed by the function, FUNCTION function. Function. This is the function. function. In the function, there are three parameters. My CST CMP. I give some name. My custom component, comma, status, second component, comma, error message, third element, or the third variable. Done. Inside this, again, each component is one bracket. Each component is one bracket. See, I want to create only two components. Each component is one bracket. Now I create the first component. What is the component name? C colon account search. C colon account search. Double colon keep C colon. Comma. In a curly brackets, the data. I don't have anything. Here, I don't have color, attributes, nothing. Yep. If you want, we can. In the search, if you open this component, maybe we might find attribute, and in the attribute, I can have a pre-populated value. I'll come there. What does that mean? Now I go to the second component. What do you want to create? I want to create second component, greater of 3 number. Greater of 3 number. C colon. Greater of 3 number. Comma. What are the attributes of those? Nothing. Here I don't have attributes. So if you don't have attribute, you have to keep it blank. At least to kill, you can define one. What is that? Aura ID. Aura ID. Colon. What is that? I will say custom component 1, CC1. Control C, Control V, CC2. Now we come here to this function. We write a function program. How to write a function program? Right? Var first bring var bdd is equals to components dot get. Get what? Get v dot body body. Now, right? My CST comp, because there are more than one, is that two. I have to write a loop dot for each. For each what? Function. This is how you write a function, a curly bracket. In this item, you can give any keyword. This is a variable, that's it. Now I will write further program inside this. What is that? Right, what is that? What is that? You have to push to what? To BDD. BDD dot push. Push what? Push item. In that item you have to push. Finally, when this is over, now it is the time for me component dot set. It's a time for me to send it back. Set what? V dot body body with what? With BDD. Over, guys. Create component is over. You can see. That's it. Control S on the keyboard. Let me see if I made any mistake. With a semicolon, colon. As of now, looks like that I'm quite neat and clean. See. Now I create an application for it. New. Lightning application. Control C. It's LA. Submit. I close it, and here I call my component C colon. Dynamic components custom extend equals to force SLDS. Control S. Click on preview. Now there we go. You have submit button. As soon as you click submit, see, first account search, second greater of 3 number, it came. I enter 78, 89, 69, right? Calculate. The greater number is 98. It's working. I go and type a keyword A, search. See, right? It's coming up. I created a custom component. That custom component I created dynamically. That custom component I can create it dynamically. Nobody can catch hold of this data. Why? Because first of all, when you go to the component, you have only one b.body. Inside this, there are custom component. Able to understand everyone? Second time I did. I can like this. You can call multiple custom component. You can call a combination of custom plus system. You can call one more. I will now this is a custom. With this, I'll create a system. One more I'm creating. See, I'm creating one more. This is I'll create a system. What is the component name? Lightning button. I'm creating lightning button. Comma. In a curly bracket, you have to give the attributes. Aura ID first. I will say btn1. Comma. Next what? Label. Label is what? Cancel. That cancel button also is I'm creating dynamically. See? Variant. VARIANT. Variant equals to what? Destructive. Right? Icon name. You can write icon name. Right? What is that? UTILITY. Utility colon. Whatever, you can go to the icon, lightning designing system icon, and find an icon. Utility dot what? Utility dot right. Utility dot add. One plus button will come. Comma. On click. On click. How do you write an on click? On click. Components dot get reference. REFERENC. Oh, get reference what? C dot kill me. Over. Where is the kill me function? Right below. Here, comma, kill me. Same thing, if you remember. Find and destroy. Find, destroy. Find, destroy. What do you have to find? How can you find something? Var A equals to component dot find. Component dot find. Find what? Find CC1. And then kill it. What is that? A dot destroy. A dot destroy. Next. Var B. Find custom component 2. 2. B dot destroy. After you click the button, find the button and destroy the button also. Var C. btn1. C dot destroy. Control S. Now I have a combination of, there are 3 dynamic components, 2 custom, 1 system. Lightning button is a system. Next time when I go and refresh this page, 2 custom, 1 system. When I click submit, immediately 2 custom, 1 system will come. See, cancel has come. You go ahead and search. RU search. Only there are 2, Maruti and Pyramid. Both are displayed in the table. Then right, where is this? Calculate 89. Now click on cancel. I want to kill the components. Click on cancel. Included that cancel button also killed. See. Again, I click submit, the dynamic component will appear. Guys, able to understand now, at least for the second time when I'm doing it? Asli story entity. These are some important concepts in the interviews as well as in the real time. One of the requirement will be dynamic component because today's environment, people feel unsecure about their data. Dynamic component is the best way to handle secure data. Whenever a data is secure, people doesn't want to share like credit card information, like Aadhaar informations and everything. Such data can be now captured in dynamic component, used as per your requirement, and then immediately kill it. Everybody clear how to create a dynamic component and how to go ahead and kill a dynamic component? Now I've shown you with a custom also. Everybody good with it?
Yes, sir.
Shall I proceed to the next advanced concept called action override?
Sure, sir.
Everybody got the use? What is the real-time use of it? Tomorrow in an interview, they can ask you, where do you use this dynamic component? To capture and use secure data. Simple one statement answer. Like credit card information, like personal informations, which is non-shareable. Such information we can capture in a dynamic component, use it as required, pass it to the bank website, and then destroy the component along with the data. This is the use of dynamic component and components. Now, I will explain a theory to you. Practical we'll do tomorrow. The next concept is called action override. Let's understand this action override. Let's understand the difference also. Action override and event. We have done event. How many types of events are there? There are 2 types of events available. Right? 2 types of event available. What is that? The first one, right? Component event. Second one, application event. Let's understand. This is an application. Inside the application, there is one component. Inside the component, there is another component. Inside the component, there is another component. Finally, there is another. Right? This is A1. This is C1, C11, C111, C1111. Right? This is what it is. Control C, Control V. Here we go. Same example I've put in both the places. Same example I've put in both the places. Let me draw this bigger line properly. That side is action override. I have not come that side. Now suppose a button is clicked here in C11. Tell me who will receive the event. Tell me the sequence or propagation of event receiving. Who can receive the event?
A1.
C11. Why directly going to the parent? Don't you think that C11 can receive it?
C1, A1.
C1 and then A1. What is happening? The propagation is always up like this. Now, same button is here. Same button ikkada undi. At the same place. Tell me who will receive the event? Who will receive the event?
C11, C1, A1, sir.
Who will receive the event? In application now.
There is no left and right.
Who will receive the event? Simple question as per the diagram.
C1, sir.
C1111.
C1111.
Inheritance.
C1111. First always the child.
Inheritance concept.
Inheritance concept. First always the child. Come on, you cannot forget this all. ఎప్పుడైనా లోయెస్ట్ నుంచి పైన వెళ్తుంది అది. C11, then C1111, then C11, then C1, then A1. This is how the event flows. Here also the event flows from down to up only. కింద నుంచి పైనకి. Suppose now I want to flow the event like this. Can you do with the event? You click the button where? Let's take an example. You click the button in C11. I want C1112 to react. Can you do that? No. Who will react? White will react. Okay, let's put this orange will react. Whenever you click the button in the blue, if you click a button, as per the application event, who will receive the event first? The lowest child will receive the event first. Suppose inside this, there is one more component. Then who will receive the event first? This purple. You click the button in blue, but who is receiving the event? Purple will receive first, then the orange, then the pink, then the blue. Right? Always lowest first, 1. Always lowest first, 1. Next, 2. Orange. Next, pink, 3. And then blue, 4. Even though you click the button in blue, 3 will not receive. Now I want, see, event always flows from down to up. Here also you see that the button is clicked here. It's flowing like this. Who will receive the event? 1, 2, 3. No, in event, there is no concept of going downwards. In the event, it's always upward concept. Whether it's an application, whether it's an component. Go and check it out. Create and check. Always you click a button in blue, right? Purple will receive first. No, I want pink to receive. Down, see? I want, when you click the blue, in the blue you click, I want the The click should be going to the pink. Can I do that? No. That is the reason we have a new concept called as action override. We have a new concept called as action override. Now I'm coming to this side. In action override, right, it is not going up. Action override, it doesn't go up. Same example I'm copying in action override now. A1, then there is a C1. Inside the C1, there is a one more component. C11, C11. Inside that, there is a one more component. Inside that, there is a one more component. Right? Let me give the name. First, A1. Second, C1. Third, C11. Fourth, C111. Fifth, C1111. A button is clicked on C11. Same concept. A button is clicked on C11. Who will receive the information now? Here, this is the way. Directly this component will receive. Only one component. That means who will receive this? One. That's it. You want to further cascade, then you can do that. But you have to, it will not go automatically. Manual. Then this will become 2. Then this will become 2. Manual. That's the reason I'm doing second arrow. Inside that, there is a purple. Inside that, there is a purple. This is the one. See here also 3, 4 ones is orange. Inside that, there is a purple. You want to transfer the information there, then you have to do it manually again. From here to here. Like this. Then it will come here. 3. See? Event, upward direction. Action override, lower direction. Event, whether it's a component event, whether it's an application event, it is always up direction. Whereas action override, always down direction. Action override, always towards the down. Understood now? Understood now? Yes or no? A difference between an event and an action override. An event and an action override. When should we use action override? Whenever you want, right, the information to flow down, right, step by step, we use action override. Whenever you want information to flow up from the bottom, we use events. Whether you use application event, whether you use component event, both event are always towards the up direction. Both the events are always towards the up direction. Understood with the diagram? Yes or no? Everyone got it?
Yes, sir.
Right? Everyone able to understand? Yes. Anybody has any questions here? Any questions? Anybody has any questions? Perfect. Tomorrow, I'll give you the definition, right? I'll give you the notes of dynamic action overrides, and then we will do this action override tomorrow. We'll perform action override, and then we will come to the interface tomorrow. Tomorrow, we will start the interface also. Interface. Right?
Rupam, I have one question.
Go ahead.
Okay, in application event, I understand that it will flow from lowest child to the top, and in action override, it will flow from top to bottom. So in real time scenario, how we will identify whether we'll be making use of application
Depends on the
event?
requirement. Come on.
Okay,
That depends on the requirement. You have to read the requirement, and while reading the requirement, you'll be understanding how the data will flow. How the data will flow.
okay,
So with that, you'll understand. Nobody will tell you whether to use a event and that's a component or a application or action override. You have to read the requirement. With the requirement, you have to visualize that, okay, what is the client requirement? Here, the client requirement is that I click a component and that component is not above, it is below. In such cases, I have to use an action override, as simple as that. That is the reason I'm explaining with a diagram. So if your requirement fits to this diagram, then you have to use according to that. Right?
okay.
Any other questions? Any other questions, anyone? That's it for today. We'll stop it here, right? We will meet tomorrow. Tomorrow your class is at 7:30, right? As usual, Sunday timing, right? So till then, thank you and have a nice and wonderful day. Bye-bye, guys. Take care.
Thank you, sir. Have a good day.